Hey guys, Ryan Earnhardt here from CreativeSoundLab.tv. Today we're going to be checking out the Redco Snake Box. Okay, so if you're like me, you like to build your own things. I've built some preamps by 7 Circle Audio, for example. I'm looking at building some Cappy preamps maybe. And of course, I've built a lot of my cables. In fact, pretty much all of my cables. Of course, the Audio Snake, I built that as well. But the problem is that I could never find a really good solution for where you actually plug the mics in, the head of the snake. So here at the studio, I like to use my Audio Snake in a similar way you would do it on like a live stage. For me, I've had this a long time coming where I'm measuring out my microphone cables and just making custom cables just for the drums, and then having the snake head right at the base of the kick drum. And the problem was I just couldn't find anything that was a full enclosure that wasn't really for live use without ripping apart an already assembled snake to put in my own Mogami cabling. And it was usually like a face plate, but then you mount that face plate onto a window frame, and of course that window frame goes onto the wall. I needed a full enclosure with like some rubber feet, maybe a handle on it. And I finally came across this snake head by Redco. Now, it's a really nice enclosure. It comes in 2 parts, so as long as you feed the bulk cable through, you can go ahead and strip all the wires and do all your terminations and the soldering, and then you can assemble it. It's kind of like 2 U shapes that kind of fit together, and then the whole assembly screws together. Overall, the construction is just fantastic. It was a great buy. Now, the problem is that ordering this thing took me about 1 year and 3 months to finally get all the pieces for it. Every time I made an order, I realized there was something else missing, and of course I was paying for shipping every single time. Again, just a few lines of text that say, to complete this kit, you also need this item, this item, this item, and this item. That's all that it could have been, and it would have been just such an easy process. Every time I dived into it, it was like, okay, where am I at? What did I need? And I have to reinvestigate each time. I will give you the parts today, and to my best of my knowledge, this list is accurate. A great box, great experience building it. You just have to know the parts list and exactly what you need. But this was overall a really great buy. Highly recommend it. I'm totally going to build another one of these when I increase my snake to 16 or 24 channels. I'm totally going to do this again. You just got to keep track of what parts that you need. So I'll be curious if anybody else has built one of these Redco snake heads, what your experience is, and if it's held together for you. I mean, these things are built like a tank, so I'm sure it's a good experience, but be curious to see your thoughts on this. We'll be hanging out in the comments below.